Welcome everybody to Go Global World GGW Sharks 20. This is the 20th event that we are running almost every single week, and it's been a success every week from 200-300 recipes, and today is even more. I'm so excited that you have organic interest to our events, and I'm excited that we have many interested investors always trying to join this kind of events. I'm grateful for your participation, and I'm going to kick this off very shortly. There will be a short presentation as we usually do, and we'll jump right into it. Global World is the SaaS B2B model for investors and startups. We help investors with processing and actually scouting the best startups in their network and on our platform. It automates their deal flow, it's taking decision on their behalf, and all the deal flow is in one place. So as an investor, you have one page, personalized page. You may find similarities like LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is about career. Here we have your personal investor page where it's not a static. This is apply button where startups can go apply, and the system will take a decision right away based on your criteria and startup criteria. And so investors will be informed about best startups coming to them, and startups will also be able to access the right investors they are looking for. So startups also have their one-pagers where they can put all the key information investors are looking for, and instead of having multiple documents, you will have one beautiful one-pager you can share with your branded link, and all your fundraising situation and all your fundraising data will be in one place. So this is external, but internally, you can also match on our platform with investors and investors with you. And so investors can match also with other investors to co-invest or just build their network. Startups can match also with advisors. But the idea behind all this matchmaking is that to save time, making it possible so you avoid irrelevant people. That's why we have the right matching criteria and automating all your efforts to find the right investors to the right startups. And we are just getting started because startups, they get so many denials from investors just because startups sometimes not targeting them well. And the system will pitch on behalf of the founder 24/7 while startups are doing something else for their own business, right? Sounds exciting, I think. And today I'm announcing GGW Sharks 20th event, and we are supported and we were announced on Tech Week 2023. So Tech Week is something that's happening right now in Los Angeles and San Francisco. So please take pictures, take screenshots of yourself and just post it on Twitter with the hashtag Tech Week, and they will also put it on their media. So you might end up in this big tech world, find yourself in there. So Anderson Horowitz team and Tech Week supported us with our efforts. So exciting, right? And so today's sharks, we have some new sharks for today. For example, Jake Getz, co-founder at Silicon Beats Investment Group. Sage excused herself; he has family emergency. She will join next week. And Bill Reichert, he's joining us every month. He's a partner at Pegasus Tech Ventures. Angelica Morrone is also a frequent shark at our events. She's a president and co-founder at DSAM Limited from Switzerland. And Katie Ko, our new shark as well, investor at Ripple Ventures from Canada. So this is exciting panel you cannot miss. And you will be able to pitch them to them. I will let them present themselves in a second. But let's talk about the rules. This is so important. You guys follow these simple rules so we make this event organized. Please keep yourself muted all the time. It's super important, except for investors, because investors can talk at any time and they can agree, disagree with you, with each other. So it's an intense event. And so these four people are in the center of everyone who is watching and participating as well. Raise your hand to pitch if you want to pitch, and you will get 2 minutes for your elevator pitch without slides, and then you will have questions from investors. There might be many questions or little questions, but keep yourself kind of organized and short, so you will let other founders to pitch. We want to let more founders to pitch, but if you are too long to answer questions, it may reduce our time. And we haven't started on time today, just due to some technical errors. So only for new startups with sales, evidence of IP, and scalable business model. So the point here is that new startups will pitch first. And if you are a GGW member, subscribed member on our platform, you also have the priority. The rest of the audience, they have raised hands, and I will pick people in the order we receive hands. The last priority we will have for people who already pitched. So we want new people to pitch, so more people get a chance to meet investors. And finally, if you don't get time to pitch today, it's okay. You will get the priority next week. We are running these events almost every week. And today, those who didn't manage last time, we had a few people, just text me here in Zoom that you are here and you didn't pitch last time. I will check with my list of those who didn't pitch, and I'll let you pitch. And finally, this is not only a pitch event, this is also a networking event. In the chat, please don't sell anything to each other. Support each other, introduce yourself, exchange contacts, wherever you want, but don't sell anything to each other. This is the place where the network and reputation really works on a global scale. And one more thing, if you want to impress your investors here with your story, keep it short and keep it as a story. Get to the point of what you do, why you're unique, and of course, say something about your traction. And if you pitch again after like 30 days, then you can, but you need to explain what has significantly changed in your business, so investors don't hear you pitch again with the same information. That's it. And this is a small announcement for our LGBTQ Pride period. We will have GGW Sharks for LGBTQ community on June 22nd. I'm super excited about that. Please repost, please share. Let's support this minority group. Let's make it fun, exciting, and of course, join. There will be LGBTQ investors and founders pitching them. So exciting, right? That's it on my end. And I would like to let investors present themselves right now. So let's start with ladies. Angelica, would you like to go first?
That'd be lovely. Hello, everybody. Welcome to all the companies who are here to pitch today. I'm very eager to hear and listen to all of you. My name is Angelica Morrone. I am in Lugano, Switzerland. I come from the world of finance, having been a hedge fund manager most of my life. I now am on the board of directors and investment committee of 3 different funds and do a lot of impact angel investing. I am very interested in any company that is doing something different, that is doing something, proposing a solution that can actually make life better on this planet for all of us, or all the users. Once again, good luck to everybody, and thank you for having me once again, Danil. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much, and great to have you again, Angelica. Katie, your turn.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to go after Angelica. She has such an impressive background, but I'll try my best. Hi, everyone. My name is Katie. I'm currently on the investment team at Ripple Ventures. We're an early stage venture fund based in Toronto, but we invest all across North America. Our focus is on B2B software companies, specifically in enterprise, developer tools, creator tools. We also have some flexibility for Web3 infrastructure as well. Really excited to be here. We invest at the pre-seed and seed stage, and yeah, would love to connect and learn more about everyone here.
From Google, Canada, investing at pre-seed at B2B SaaS. I mean, all the magic words startups want to hear. Great to have you, and thanks for coming. Jake, please be next.
Hey guys, pleasure to be here. My name is Jake. I'm with the Silicon Beach Investment Group. This is a pre-seed and seed stage fund based in Los Angeles. While we consider ourselves generalist investors, we do have a preference for software and technology, but within our portfolio, we do have companies outside of that sector, primarily in CPG and health and wellness. More than happy to be here, and good luck to everyone pitching today.
Thank you so much. Great to have you, Jake, with us. Los Angeles, fantastic. Bill, you will be the final person to kick this off.
Sure. I don't want to delay the pitches. So just briefly, my name is Bill Reichert, and I'm a managing general partner at Pegasus Tech Ventures. Pegasus is a global venture capital firm. We invest around the world. We've got over $2 billion of assets under management. And we are looking for emerging technologies that are relevant for our corporate limited partners. So we have a network of over 30 corporate partners that have asked us to find exciting, change the world kind of technologies that might be of interest to them and fund them at all stages. So we invest from very, very early to very, very late across pretty much every sector you can imagine. In obviously IT and that whole domain, but we also do material science, we also do life science. So we're very, very broad in our interests and appetites. So I also want to just take this brief moment to suggest to everyone, Pegasus is also the sponsor, host, creator of one of the biggest and richest startup competitions on the planet. It's called Startup World Cup. And we run competitions in over 50 regions around the world. Check out startupworldcup.io and look for a regional competition near you. I'm heading out this weekend to Luxembourg, and then I'm dropping down to Italy. I wasn't sure if Angelica, you're coming to Rimini next week. I don't know. You are going to be there? You're going to
be there. I may be there.
Okay.
I'm trying my best.
Okay, it would be great to see you there. We're running a Startup World Cup, program in a competition in Italy next week, as well as in Luxembourg. But the Silicon Valley, for those of you who are out here, the Silicon Valley competition is on August 3rd. So if you're interested, go to the startupworldcup.io and apply for the Silicon Valley regional competition. The winner of each regional competition goes to the grand finale at the end of the year to compete for a $1 million grand prize. So thank you for allowing that little advertisement, Danil.
Absolutely. So you should go and just register on the event, and of course you should participate. This is an awesome event. I heard a lot about this, and I hope to participate it once as well. It's amazing. You should be there. Thank you, and let's kick this off. Thank you, Bill. And we're moving on. And the first person who is going to present will be Dino. Dino, are you here? Dino Spinella. Hello, Dino.
All right. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, you got 2 minutes, and please go for it.
Okay, my name is Dino Spinella, and my company, Uplay, Switzerland, helps other companies to transform the challenges of digital age into real growth opportunities. We provide our customers with corporate training plans based on virtual and augmented reality, gamification, 3D holograms, artificial intelligence, for the digitization of operational processes, and at the same time for upskill and reskill their workers. But unlike the most part of our competitors, we develop personalized and really tailor-made learning plans, following step by step our customers from the beginning to the testing phase. The benefits are to face digital transformation with the most innovative tools, staff retention, because people prefer to work in a context that can ensure their professional development, especially the new generations of workers, to feel lack of competition, and of course, to increase revenues. Present, we design learning programs for brands like Giorgio Armani, Guess, Hitachi, Bridgestone, and so on, for courses on customer care, effective communications, teamwork and collaboration, so on. Our aim is to enter all the North American market, which alone represents 48% of the global market, and to become, within the next 4 or 5 years, one of the best point of reference of the digital training for the corporations. And our request is now is $500,000-$600,000. Thank you for this opportunity and for this opportunity. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Right on time. Thank you so much.
Me too. I will be in Italy next year, so I'm at your absolute disposal for any request.
Thank you. Yeah, Sharks, your questions.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, so digital training, is that what I heard? What's the difference between digital training and regular training?
Digital training is the new frontier of the training for the corporations, for the corporate, all over the world.
Okay. I mean, and when we did digital training in the 90s, that was not the new frontier 30 years ago. What are you saying?
The new frontier, one word, the global market size of digital training all over the world was about $100 billion last year.
Okay, so the training world doesn't need you, right? It's already big enough. There's already plenty of training, right? It's $100 billion. It's not. There's no new market opportunity there. It seems to me.
$100 billion all over the world.
Right, I know. So, well, I mean, there's plenty of digital training. Who needs you?
What I mean, me for digital training.
Yes.
Okay, all the companies now have to digitalize all the processes, all the production processes, and all the learning programs for any kind of matter, customer care, effective communication, teamwork and collaboration, diversity and inclusion.
If I Googled training in diversity, equity, and inclusion, I would probably get what, 100,000 Google responses? Where would you show up on that list?
Why you?
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm being obtuse here. I'm not understanding why your digital training is better than everyone else's digital training. Okay. We understand that training is necessary. We get that. We understand that the world is digitizing. We get that. We don't understand why your digital training is better than anyone else's digital training, given how many other companies there are providing digital training.
Okay.
What he's asking for is a clearly differentiated solution. He wants to see you try to articulate a clearly differentiated solution that would be very interesting for investors.
Thank you, Jay. I'm sorry.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you understood, right?
It's a very good question, because we take care of, we are customer oriented. The most part of our competitors provide standardized learning modules, but our aim is to keep in touch with the client, to develop very tailor-made, because every company is different from other companies, and every company has the particular needs. So it's like if a company needs virtual reality program, we can provide this kind of tailor-made program. If another company needs traditional digital learning, we can.
I will just pause you for a second. Let's do it differently. Let's maybe let investors to ask you questions, because I recommend you have shorter answers, so you get more questions from investors, and this way will make efficient, so you can get more attention from investors. Are there any sharks would like to ask questions?
No, I don't have any particular. Oh no, please.
Sorry, do you have any revenues? Do you have any clients already on your roster right now?
Yes, as I said before, we have Giorgio Armani, Bridgestone, Hitachi Japan, And our aim is to expand our activity all over Europe and also in North America.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any sharks interested to connect with this founder? Are you guys in or out?
I am already connected with them, and I am pleased to carry on the conversation.
All right. So one shark will be continuing the conversation. And thank you so much, Dino. Appreciate your presentation. Good luck with your project. We'll see you on the next speeches. Please stay till the end. And the next person presenting is Josh Schlanger. Josh, are you here?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
All right. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for listening. I'm coming at you from San Francisco Bay Area. My name is Josh, and together with Victor, we're the co-founders of Cloud X-Ray. Cloud X-Ray is a SaaS service that provides enterprise software development teams with integrated visualizations, change tracking, and automation for troubleshooting and documentation generation designed to improve the efficiency, operational excellence for those teams. And Victor and I have spent many years building development and production environments, software products across both small and large companies. Based on these experiences, a common set of patterns emerged regarding the pain engineering teams we're confronted with. Now we're using this experience to design and build a new service that, according to the 40+ interviews we've done with engineering and DevOps leaders, has them asking us when they can start to use the service. So how will it work? Cloud X-Ray will connect, discover, and capture all of one's applications, infrastructure, and network information, including changes to these resources as they occur over time, by integrating with public cloud providers, source code management solutions, and engineering systems such as Confluence, Jira, et cetera, in order to create a cohesive, isometric, multi-layer visual graph of a customer's software platform. Additionally, Cloud X-Ray will automatically enrich the graph with relevant data and changes from a customer's engineering systems, creating a central source of truth for our customers. Great, so where we are in the process, we're progressing with product requirements and system design. We are getting ready to start MVP development. We have 4 design partners lined up, ready to assist. We have 12 companies who are interested in joining our private beta. We're looking to raise $3 million in safe notes, and we have serious interest from 2 potential investors already to fund a portion of this. The total funds will be used in order to build out the MVP up until general availability. In addition, we anticipate signing our first paying customers during this stage. And that's it. And Victor is also here with me today to help answer questions.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Right on time. Yes, Sharks, your questions.
Well, Josh, I thought you had an excellent pitch. I think that was very clear and concise. I answered a lot of the initial questions that I would generally have. But the one question I want to ask to you, so you're raising $3 million. What does a company look like after you raise and spend that $3 million? And there's a specific reason why I asked that. We won't get into that now, but what does those outcomes look like after you raise and spend that $3 million in terms of customer generation, revenue, or customer acquisition, revenue generation, so on and so forth?
Yes, so I'll try to make this quick, right? So we believe that 3 million will give us a 24-month runway. We believe the MVP and up until general availability will be about 12 months, maybe 15 months. So we think this money will take us through till GA, and then our sales model is a top-down sort of sales model. So we expect to go after enterprises, going after leadership within those organizations as from a top-down perspective. Does that answer the question?
So I guess more specifically, what do you think revenue would be around that time of you?
I think the revenue would be right around the $1 million ARR.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Katie?
Sure.
Thank you, Josh, for the pitch. So following Jake's question, I'm curious who the ICP here is, who you're targeting as your beachhead, and how do you anticipate getting buy-in given you're kind of taking more of like a top-down approach and selling to enterprises?
Yeah, so our ICP is really engineering leadership across sort of different functions, but it's really engineering leadership. So think about your CTOs, your VPs, your directors, managers. In enterprise organizations, we're thinking about from a companies, folks in ad tech, B2B SaaS companies are sort of the big focus from an enterprise company perspective. The ICP is those engineering leaders, and we have connections, and both Victor and I have been in those roles, so we know how to sort of talk to them, and they understand and they get it.
So Josh, that's kind of a generic target customer? What's the, you need to be a little more granular. It's a engineering leadership that has a specific kind of hair on fire problem, right? What's the specific hair on fire problem that they have that you're
Sure.
solving, right?
Yeah, so it's hard to do that in 2 minutes, but the problem is typically
one sentence, okay?
I'm sorry.
You better do it in one sentence.
Okay. So there's a three sort of core problems.
Okay.
Engineering churn,
Okay.
troubleshooting, right? Organization.
Is that bug fix? Is that, you mean bug fixing?
Bug fixing, incident management.
Right. Okay. Okay.
There's proficiency, documentation proficiency. Like how to think about time to proficiency within an organization. The larger the organization, the more difficult it is to get those engineers proficient on the company system. They may be a great developer, but how do they work within those systems that they're trying to build, particularly in the microservices architectures that we've seen?
Okay.
And I'm Bill. This is Victor, Josh co-founder. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yep.
So one big challenge for software developers in large organizations that they're only connected to their own code, which is a relatively small portion of the code base, And after 5 years, there's almost no one in a large enterprise who will know all source code or the whole architecture of the system. It's just the nature of large companies. Essentially, we're building a tool which will connect developers to the platforms they develop in the way how they consume information about the system. There's existing set of tooling, like a diagramming tooling for individual layers like Kubernetes or Amazon, or there are existing tooling like service catalogs which you manually need to populate and provide some sort of information exposure for developers, which you can do even manually using just Confluence articles. And we're taking all the functionality and just combining in one tool, so you can do this automatically over a period of time, and you bring developers to your system. We establish automatic connection between developers and the system. And we do this across infrastructure layer. We do this for engineering systems and collecting a lot of information in your Slack conversation about different issues, Jira tickets, Confluence, because we know the infrastructure layer, we know a lot of keywords which we can use to search in your engineering platform in order to create a cohesive story about your SaaS platform, whatever developers are developing.
Okay, I'm almost getting it. I mean, I sort of, that seems like a, sort of nice to have concept to have this comprehensive visualization of my code, but I'm not hearing you connect the dots between having that. And does that mean fewer bugs? Does it mean faster code development? Does it mean faster deployment? What does it mean in terms of, and you said you're going to retain your developers because you're.
There is 3 metrics which we recommend for customers to track the progress of implementation. Right. One is the time to proficiency. How long does it take for a new developer in a large organization to be proficient, whatever proficiency is defined as a company? Okay. From what we have seen, for large companies, it may take from 6 to 12 months for a new developer to actually be proficient, not to onboard quickly and start writing code, which might be a day or 2, but actually become proficient. And we see that using the tool, we can reduce the time to proficiency by 1 or 2 months. So it might be like 30% improvement of time to efficiency. And second metric is mean time to recovery for production issues. So we provide visibility for engineers to what's going on in the system. And the third big metric is a distress. So we're reducing the distress of developers when it comes to actually working in a large enterprise, which is a really big factor.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. And that's still aspirational, right? You haven't developed anything much yet. So
we are getting really close to starting the development. As soon as we'll get funding, we'll hit the ground running with actually writing code.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Are there any sharks interested to connect with this investor or not? Are you guys in or out?
My fund can't do pre-MVP, so that's why I'm out.
All right.
I'm interested in continuing conversations.
All right. One shark is in, the rest is out. Congratulations, and we're moving on. We have already a second success after second pitch.
Thank you, Kadu.
Thank you. And the next person is presenting is Phil. Just a second. Phil Churilov. Phil, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
You got
Hello to all.
Go for it.
Okay, hello, I'm Phil. I'm the co-founder of Sofitai. We are building a digital exercise coach that teaches how to work out safely and efficiently. But first, some scary numbers. More than 70% of Americans are not getting enough exercise, and this is a growing public health problem not only there, but in other countries too. In the same time, in the United States, almost $400 million are wasted on unused gym membership. It means that people are paying for the subscription, but they never actually go to the gym. And half of the people who actually start doing fitness, they quit in 6 months. And the question is why? I think it's because the problem is more complicated than just doing exercises, just keeping a diet, and just be motivated. The problem is all of it combined. That's why we call Sofitai a fitness efficiency app. We are creating a solution that combines 3 core aspects of getting and staying fit. First is safe and correct workouts. We use computer vision to monitor the user during exercise and highlight the errors. And the idea is to prevent injuries and ensure the correct muscle load. Second is motivation. Sofitai calculates the muscle engagement and keeps track of the work done by the user. It also has a built-in mood tracker to remind the user that it will be better after the workout, so please don't skip. Third is diet. Diet is an important part of fitness, and we want to add it to Sofitai so the user can keep track of the meals in the same app and with the exercises and motivation. The market for digital fitness is rapidly growing and will reach $33 billion in 5 years. While there are competitors in the form of gyms, workout videos, fitness, and nutrition apps, Sofitai stands for 2 reasons. We cover all of the essential aspects of getting fit in one app, and we want to reliably calculate muscle engagement, which to our knowledge has never before been replicated on a smartphone app. We're in an early stage. We have obtained more than 50 emails for our waitlist, and we also consistently have above average click-through ratio on our ads, which is a nice touch. And we are currently looking for an investment partner that will help us bring Sofitai to life and explore different possibilities of such an app in both B2C and B2B segments. Thank you.
Thank you. Right on time. Dear Sharks, your questions.
So apart from the app, is there a hardware component to it to track the stuff that you were talking about?
No, we are talking exclusively about leveraging the modern smartphones and do not use any external hardware. It's only the smartphone or a tablet.
Cool.
So how do you load? I'm sorry, like I was a competitive athlete and I just cannot, and I use the workout apps all the time. I actually think that there are many apps that do a wonderful job. I cannot see how a phone that is sitting on my mat can check my muscle load.
And that's actually the core idea behind that separates us from the different apps that with the same core concept. We believe it can be done with modern, let's say, calculation powerhouses like modern smartphones. We can, let's say, project a muscle, the muscles, so the atlas of the human muscles onto the model of the person, and with the with the pose estimation, we can add a layer of muscle engagement and actually show via biomechanics how it really is engaged. So that's our core feature. We want to do it.
Okay, thank you for that. I still think that it is a great app if it works, but the main problem of the market is that people don't go to the gym because they don't want to work out. So knowing the muscle load may not necessarily make a difference to this kind of people. So who is your target? Is it people who don't work out? Is it people who are already fitness fanatics and they want to know that a 12-pound weight will add 2% of muscle mass to my already lean body? Tell me, who are you talking to here? I'm not understanding.
Okay, so well, we would be ready to work with different people, but the core idea is that we have two audiences which are quite well identified. First are people who pay for this service. They pay for gyms. They want to have some change, but they never do it, like you said. So with them, our idea is to give them the tool that removes the barrier of commuting, of going to the gym, of scheduling with a fitness trainer, or even the introversion factor. And the second, there are people who have already been using some of the apps and they know the market and they want to do it. We actually had a survey of around 300 people, I think 270, exactly with this target audience who really go to the gym and they know these type of applications. And we actually, this survey showed that there are people who are already paying for the service of gyms. They are more willing to pay for a digitalized version of some aspect of the gym. So this is our second audience, which already know what it is and want to find something new, something more let's say, useful for them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So given how much noise there is out there in the fitness market, I mean, again, there are a bazillion apps that do things that sound like what you're doing, right? I mean, and I know you're differentiated, but I don't. I mean, how are you going to acquire customers? It just seems like it's going to be crazy expensive to acquire customers, given how much noise there is in the fitness space.
But that's one of the questions we get a lot. And our understanding is that while we understand there is a competition, there are different apps, and the different combination of different apps could basically replicate the majority of what we want to do. And well, besides the muscle engagement, which is our feature, not easily replicated, the idea is that if we provide to these people one tool, go-to fitness efficiency app, which covers exercise, diet, mood tracking, it probably will be more efficient than the combination of different apps they need to select, to go through, to maintain. It will be easier for them. And the main idea is to offer them a more useful, less barrier-like tool to actually do some work and not be intimidated by the differences which exist in the market.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any sharks interested to connect? Are you guys in or out? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for presentation. And we're moving on. Please stay till the end of the event and support other participants. Thank you. And the next person to present is Ed Magema from Univis Audio. Ed, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Daniel. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Please turn on your video and you got 2 minutes.
Right, let me know if you can see me clearly.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
All right, so my name is Ed Magema. I'm the CEO, co-founder here at Universe. So Universe is a digital social networking platform for learners across the world. So the problem that you're solving is digital learning for Gen Z is broken in 2 ways. It's expensive and it's fragmented. There are multiple platforms and the average online learning support can cost up to $100. The solution that we have is a platform for learners to build community, to learn, socialize, and network across universities and countries. The communities will be center points where learning institutions and professors can plug in to offer continuous learning support. In terms of traction, we have a public beta Android application with 16,000 users, 5,000 monthly active users, 2,500 weekly active users, 68% retention, and we just received a letter of intent from a large bank that is serving 60,000 students across Africa. The market size. So we're targeting the higher education market with the potential to scale later from K-12 to grade. The current market is worth about $6.4 billion, and it's set to grow to $10 billion by 2030. The business model, we will be using a B2B model with our advertising and subscription partners. So these partners will be universities, employers, and businesses that target students all across the board. Our ask is simple. We are looking for $750,000 on a safe note to focus on growth marketing and engineering so that we hit our milestones this year. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone making it on time. Thank you. Yes, Sharks, your questions.
First of all, I wanted to compliment you on the clarity of the pitch. You hit every single thing you had to, and it was easy to follow your project. I have 2 points, and then I will let the other sharks go. Sorry, guys, for monopolizing this. So the first thing is Africa is a huge, huge continent where hundreds, if not thousands of languages are being spoken. How do you possibly tackle this diversity without going through huge expenses? Secondly, 750K on a safe note for something like you're doing means you have a very rich valuation. Justify that, please.
Right, sounds good. So, so in terms of the diversity across Africa, the good thing is for the application, because it's run on audio, we do not have to do translation as much as most other applications need to do. So that simplifies it. And then in terms of the valuation, we have reached a place where we think our milestones justify our valuation. So I actually didn't mention the valuation. It's 5 million. So that's the valuation.
It kind of figures, right? If you have a 750K ask, it has to be around that.
Yeah, so that takes about 15%, cap table. So we think that with the current milestones are the one that we want to hit, that justifies it.
All right, thank you for that.
So I'm sorry, where are you now in terms of your milestones?
In terms of our milestones, we have 16,000 users. We have 5,000 monthly active users, and that is growing every single day.
And are they all paying?
No, these are students. So these are our users, but our customers are going to be businesses. So we're going to use a B2B model. So we are still pre-revenue. We just got a little vintage for a large bank.
Okay. And your target audience is adult learners and training. Is that where you are? I was trying to, you said your target is business, but you talk about students.
Okay, so yeah, let me clarify. So our target users are students in universities. Of course, later as we grow, we might extend that from K-12 to grade. That is later on. But the people who are going to be paying to access this market are going to be businesses. So including learning institutions like universities and employers.
Okay, when you say, I don't think of a university as a business, but it's a really good point. Stanford is absolutely a business. But but that's what you mean. That's what you mean. Okay.
Yes.
University. Okay. All right. Understood. Thanks.
All right. As in or out? Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. We're moving on. Great project, and please keep support the rest of the participants here in the chat. And the next person is David Mead. David already presented before, so Bill, Angelica, you heard him already, but the other sharks didn't. So I guess from new sharks there will be some more questions. David, are you ready?
Yes. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm David Mead, the CEO of Terra Bioforge. I sold my previous company, Lucigen, for $70 million. And at the beginning of my career, I invented a technology that sold over $1 billion in product through Thermo Fisher. Terra Bioforge is a commercial stage company with a portfolio of genetic engineering technologies that allows us to manufacture microbial-based drugs and ag products at a fraction of the cost. And we've done this over 100 times as a fee for service. So in plain English, we engineer bacteria and fungi to make more compound, more drug, more economically, saving as much as $1 billion in cost of goods for certain compounds. Our ag tech microbes will help decarbonize nitrogen production while protecting plants from pathogens. We're looking to raise $3 million for commercial growth of 3 pipeline products at a $10 million valuation. And the go-to-market strategy is to reduce the production costs for several expensive drugs, saving about $1 billion a year, and we can license these savings for 10 to 15% of that cost. The exit strategy is obviously to patent protect the production of these valuable compounds, and then license or sell them at about 100x ROI. We have a group that will invest $500,000 once we have a lead investor. We are forecasting over $1 million in business this year, and was just awarded $300,000 in an SBIR grant, and it looks like we'll get another one soon. Looking forward to connecting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on to questions. Dear Sharks, do you guys have questions?
Yeah, David. Well, just a comment. I know I haven't gotten back to you. It is something we are interested in. Unfortunately, we're just so jammed. It's been tough to get this into our short list. But something we're interested in. You just said something that I don't remember hearing before. Apologies, but your microbes and ag tech. I thought I got the drug production.
Yeah, this is some new. We just completed a field trial. We are combining the best genetic attributes into one strain so that we can treat pathogens in the form of fungi, oomycetes, as well as what are called probiotic. You know, you drink a bacillus for your intestine. This is a probiotic for plants, so it'll make them grow faster, give them a bigger yield. And with this funding, we'll incorporate anti-nematode capabilities and nitrogen fixation. Combining all 5 of those attributes into one platform is the holy grail of really reducing the 40% of farmers' costs due to chemicals and fertilizer. So it can make a huge impact on the cost, planet friendly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
So new stuff we've been working on, but it's working and it's ready to start licensing in about a year or so.
So what do you think your first revenue, I mean, your first revenue is NRE R&D revenue, right? But what's your first product?
Our first product is a fungal platform for overproducing commercial titers of billion-dollar compounds like cyclosporin and gibberellin. And that's already working. And we think we'll get our first contract within a year and probably be break even within a year and a half.
When you just
these are large contracts, licensing contracts.
Right. Okay. And by the way, I mean, forgive us, but you just used the word fungal there. Is that in the sense that a yeast is a fungus and therefore that's what you're doing? Is that...
Yeast is a form of fungus. This is filamentous fungus that we're engineering, and totally they're more drug like fungi, more protein applications than drugs.
Okay.
Yeast are more for alcohol and bread and things like that.
Okay. I figured you can engineer them to do a variety of things, but okay. Thank you for the mini bio lesson here.
Thank you. Other sharks interested to connect? You have questions?
David, it's good to see you again. Him and I have connected previously. Remind me again, how much are you raising?
3 million.
3 million. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay. I'll go back and check where we are, David. My apologies.
Yeah, I'd love to touch base.
All right, so we have one shark in from the previous actual event, but definitely you guys should connect. If you want me to connect you guys again, I'll be happy to. Thank you.
Please do.
I will. Okay. I will just.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we're moving on to the next person, which is Tyler. Tyler, are you here?
Yes, I am.
All right, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Great. Hi, Sharks. My name is Tyler Neve. I am the co-founder and CEO of CarUnify. CarUnify is uniting the automotive industry into an omni-channel platform. The problem in the automotive industry is that the automotive industry is highly fragmented across thousands of websites, platforms, techs, forums, vendors, which makes it more difficult for enthusiasts to access what they want when they want it in a unified way. So we created a solution by creating a platform for the automotive enthusiast community, retailers, service providers, and dealerships. Our company roadmap, with our MVP launching in July, we will attract the enthusiast community and build a platform to solve their problems with connectivity, discovery, and awareness. The MVP will help us sharpen and filter the needs for our retailer platform that will launch in January. The retailer platform and vertical will include a B2C2C platform to facilitate a singular marketplace for buyers and sellers. Service providers, another vertical, can list their services, advertise, and engage with people in their communities. Our third form, or our vertical, will include a dealership platform that will generate revenue by monthly subscriptions with a tiered pricing structure. All while we're doing this, we will be including an AI to assist with tools. One of the tools is going to help us with vehicle diagnosis issues, pull recall information, and help those people schedule appointments through our application for service providers. That same tool will help users find specific parts for their vehicles funneled back into CarUnify listings. CarUnify is a forward-thinking platform that will be well-positioned to help shift the automotive industry into an electric vehicle future while maintaining the momentum We will take the podium by becoming the largest source for parts, cars, education, news, and related into the industry. Thank you, and I'm open for questions.
Thank you. Right on time. Dear Sharks, your questions.
So where are you now in terms of traction?
Our MVP launches in 6 weeks from today.
Okay. And that's the enthusiast platform. It sounded like most of what you're planning on doing is a marketplace.
Correct. There's going to be a social commerce platform.
Okay. All right. And from your point of view, what's the difference between social commerce and e-commerce?
E-commerce is strictly marketplace. Social commerce is the integration of social networking into a marketplace. Our goal is to nail down the community.
Okay. Do you make any money off the community, or do you make it all in commerce?
You make it all on commerce.
Okay. So the point is that I can talk to another enthusiast and say, what's the best, X for my, BMW? Is that what you're saying? And then they'll say, oh, well, I would recommend this, and then you go buy it. Is that,
through our platform, sure. If you're speaking with a generalist, they're going to give you 15 different avenues or 15 different websites that you can search.
Right. Okay, got it. All right.
All right, thank you. Are there more questions from the Sharks? Are you guys?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how, when you started the pitch, you said this industry is very fragmented, right? I'm trying to figure out how you're not going to be just another platform for these car enthusiasts to go to. Can you explain kind of how you're thinking about attracting them, being the go-to place?
Sure. Within the automotive world, and you have the marketplaces spread across, the different niches, different industries, different vehicle types. Everything's extremely fragmented, right? And then with our platform, we're going to be creating a platform for other people to facilitate their needs and create a platform for themselves through our tech. Does that make sense, or should I rephrase?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, understood.
Okay.
Other Sharks, any one of you guys interested to connect? Are you guys in or out? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually, yes, Tyler, it is, we have a lot of interest in a lot of aspects of the automotive, global market. And so I would be interested in understanding a little bit more about what you're up to.
Great, I'd love to send you my deck.
All right, congratulations. We have one Sharks interested, so one Shark is in. Congrats. And we're moving on to the next one. We have about 30 people raised hand to raise, almost 40 people today, and 30 were left. The next person is David Shaw. David, are you here?
Yes, sir.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
All right. Thank you. Greetings, Sharks. Thanks for your time. My name is David Chow, and I'm proud to present my concept that recently won the 2023 ICSC Jaffe Entrepreneurial Retail Competition. I've reimagined a 90s concept of internet cafe to reimagine what co-working space can and should be. It was originally aimed to alleviate the mental health issues that arise from corporate work from home policies. The current co-working business model is inherently flawed. According to coworkingstatistics.com, only 40% of facilities are profitable, and the decline of WeWork shows the industry is not supplying the demand of customers. Despite this, my personal research shows that satellite office space is in high demand by many different types of employees, spanning across many different industries. Internet Cafe has reimagined the co-working business model in 3 important ways. First, revenue generators. Second, location. Third, target-based customer. As for the location, internet cafes are housed in high-density urban residential neighborhoods, unlike central business districts of traditional WeWorks. These take up storefronts on walkable busy thoroughfares and provide satellite office space for corporate work-from-home employees, helping to eliminate commutes and build community interactions. Second, revenue generators. The traditional business model relies on leasing private office space. They take up an undesirable floor plate in a central business office tower, dump in a huge amount of capital expenditures to renovate, and then rely on constant turnover of subleases of tiny little office spaces that are rented at above premium market rates. Additionally, vacancy rates are incredibly high. Brokers' fees and leasing agents are very costly. Turnover is constant. And really, as soon as one of those standard tenants becomes profitable enough, they prefer to have their own branded office space. leading to more turnover. So Internet Cafe relies on selling memberships like a trendy fitness facility to have access to a private members-only co-working space that operates with only hot desks, and we also sell virtual offices and mailing addresses. Additionally, and most importantly, Internet Cafe also has a public realm that's more of like a food and beverage, right? An actual cafe. If you've ever tried to work out of a Starbucks, you know how busy and loud it can be. So Internet Cafe offers members-only access adjacent to the food and beverage side that has hot desks and mailing stations and everything your traditional office would need. So yeah, the F&B is open to the public, inviting potential members to come in and claim Internet Cafe as their preferred community coffee shop. Finally, was that 2 minutes? Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Wrap it up. Just a few seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, the last one is target-based customer. We appeal to corporate employees who are working from home on maybe even a hybrid basis. Not so much your freelancer or your startup. This is for people who do have a home office that need to get out of their house for an hour out of the day. We locate near other retail items like fitness centers or grocery stores, so people can stop in during their daily errands. And
thank you.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, Sharks, your questions.
So, David, sorry, go ahead. Thank you. So I'm on the board of a big co-working space that encounters some of the issues you mentioned. However, it is a beautiful villa in the center of a residential area. And the business model is still tough, because when you give people flexibility, that you get a big seasonality and you get big ups and downs. So cash flow becomes very difficult. Why do you think that the membership, and we spoke about it with the picture before, people buy memberships and then they don't use them. Why do you think this is different? How do you entice people? And make me understand what you will be doing differently than many people are doing, because believe me, there are many people attempting at doing just that, which, by the way, I think is a great idea. But I just want to understand where you're going with this.
Sure. Yeah, I hit on the differentiator from typical co-working spaces. I have never personally seen a co-working facility that doesn't offer their divvied up private office with a closable, lockable sound door.
There are about 700 only in Europe.
Only in Europe. I'm in Colorado right now. I can tell you, I've lived in Chicago, San Francisco, Denver, St. Louis. Never seen a walk-up retail co-working space in a neighborhood. Just like how you would walk to your favorite coffee shop on the main thoroughfare. I've never seen something like that. I even live in Boulder. I just graduated with an MBA from CU Boulder. Even the WeWork and their Regis there are their traditional office space.
Okay, believe me, there are.
And Dave, sorry to interrupt, Angelica, but David, you see it every day. It's called Starbucks, right?
Yep. And imagine if I was doing this pitch at Starbucks, though, with people walking around, people ordering behind me. You need that private members. You can the public F&B, phenomenal space, right? It's the F&B revenue, but to have a membership swipe, get into a private, quiet space that's conducive for work. That's in Internet Cafe's goal.
Well, that's when they go back to their house. But Angelica, I don't know if you want to keep going.
No, I'm okay. But believe me, there is a need for this kind of thing. I would strongly urge you to go out there, go out of Boulder, go out of Colorado, go out of the United States, see what other people are doing, then differentiate your offer enough and work on your business model so that it can be enticing. It is the future of the workspace, but do work on that a little bit more.
Well, but Angelica, it would be great if you could point David to the most successful version of that in Europe, and he can just
that's an excellent point. Thank you for suggesting it. Danil, do put me in touch, and I will gladly give you half an hour of my time and tell you everything I've discovered here, and you can use that as a basis for learning, and we can stay in touch after that.
Sounds like a plan. One shark is in. What about the rest of the sharks?
I'll come by for a cup of coffee once you open it up. Okay.
Congratulations. So one shark is in, and we're moving on to the next one. Please stay till the end. We have a lot of people to pitch, and the next person is Sandhi Bidhe. He didn't pitch last time. Now he's getting a priority to pitch. Sandhi, you ready?
I'm ready.
Go for it. You got 2 minutes.
Hey, my name is Sandeep Bide, and I'm the CEO of a company called Balak Drishti or Child Vision. I have a milestone-based funding need, and my initial ask is for $250,000. There are 950 million people on the planet, out of which 239 million are children who have uncorrected refractive error, which means they need simple pair of glasses, but their families cannot afford them. They can't read the blackboard, they cannot see the stars, they cannot see birds or even read a book. It affects their brain development, their learning ability. They are 3 times more likely to fall behind the class and pose a societal liability and safety hazard. The global annual cost of lost productivity due to myopia is $244 billion. My solution comes in 2 parts. One, high quality, attractive pediatric prescription glasses that are priced at $10. And the glasses are biodegradable. That means technically, when you are done, if they are broken, you can throw them in the garbage and the Mother Earth will take care. And the second part is that these can be dispensed within 10 minutes after the doctor has screened the child. The second part, which is the distribution related part, is an AI-based optimized delivery platform for channel distribution, logistics, and supply chain management with a national footprint. Our business model is to go from producer to consumer in 1 step using ophthalmologists or eye care doctors as the channel. Competitors use wholesalers, agents, distributors, retail stores. My differentiator, as I mentioned, is my frames are biodegradable. I wanted to just quickly show you some of the frames. Here is a frame that's made out of jute, which is a natural fiber. I have another frame. These are just samples I wanted to show you. These are made out of jeans that you are wearing. So when your jeans are done and you want to throw in the garbage, I can make glasses out of them. And I have some glasses that are made out of wood. These are extremely attractive, and yet they are biodegradable, and they have the right torsional, compressive, compression, and other strength that are required by children because they play, they're going to bump into each other and all that.
Please wrap it up.
Yes. So I just wanted to let you know why I'm uniquely qualified, because I'm a Bollywood singer. I have already raised about $500,000 in charity money, supporting 6 hospitals, and my funds have helped hundreds of thousands of children to do their surgeries and thousands in eyeglasses and surgeries and eyeglasses through Seva Foundation that I work.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's your questions.
We have to ask about the unit economics. I think you said that you're selling them for $10. Talk about the margin on that, and that's far cheaper than what I think the normal price is.
The normal, I think I'll talk first about me, and then I'll talk about competitors. I can make these glasses with lenses for about $3. These are handmade, and I think I can make them for about $2. There is nothing in it. If you look at the top competitors, which are Luxottica and SLR, they own 40% of the market share. The prices, I paid $250 for these glasses, nothing but 2 polycarbonate lenses, which is plastic. And about for the same price, I can get a very good computer that has billion transistors. So what gives is because they are insanely charging. They own 40% of the top world brands, including Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, Ray-Ban, and their markups are sometimes 700x. And I think it's pretty filthy, and I would say criminal, when there are 950 million people, which is about 1/8 of the population, cannot even see the stars. Can you imagine a child growing that cannot read a backboard, cannot read stars? How are they supposed to develop into good citizens? And what is in between them is a simple pair of glasses.
Please give short.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
Sorry. So, of course, Sandy, I like the concept because it is a social business, and I am an impact investor. However, I do have to ask you a tough question.
Yeah.
How do you check that the manufacturing is done according to the utmost and most stringent governance that respects people, children, and planet?
Can you repeat that? I had problem hearing. Sorry about that.
So I am afraid that to make glasses for $3, you may need to cut some corners instead of governance. I am very worried about that.
See, I'm missing that. I can see your lips, but I'm not hearing your voice.
I think everybody's sorry about the problem. Danil, put us in touch. I'll ask a few more questions because I think it begs the question.
Congratulations, we have one shark in. Any other sharks interested to connect? Okay, so absolutely, I will connect. Thank you so much for your presentation. And the next person to present is Chirag Kevorkian. Chirag, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Thanks. I'm Chirag, based in Vancouver, Canada. And the founder of Zarya. So a couple of years ago, I was trying to customize a shirt online. The current traditional way of doing that is a market called print on demand. So these are marketplaces online. They allow you to pick a shirt that you can customize. The issue with that process is that they will ask you to create a design or provide a design for you to customize the product you're buying. So this gave me the idea of automating the pattern print design process for the fashion industry. We found out that 36% of consumers want custom fashion by default. So the way we're addressing that problem is the pattern print design market or printed fashion market. Traditionally, each print design takes 8 hours to be produced. We're talking by print like a Hawaiian print or a floral print. The cost of the license for that print on average is 400 USD for a pre-made, non-custom design. So we automate that process with an image generating AI. And mainly deliver custom designs. The way we monetize on this, we're going SaaS as a design tool, mainly generating and selling 2D designs to designers, small fashion houses and manufacturers. Let's say you're launching a product line in 2 months and you want some custom designs for your products. Basically, you can use our tool, generate 2D designs and manufacture it on your products. Second way we want to monetize on this, which is probably 80% of our market, is take the image generating API and plug it into other platforms like Nike, Lululemon, Fortnite, metaverse games, mainly creating digital assets for the physical and digital silhouettes for other brands and customers. We're raising 1.1 USD pre-seed for the next 18 months. We're a team of 2 co-founders and me as the founder. Everything is bootstrapped, pre-revenue. We're going for our first customers, looking for LOIs and pre-sales. And yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Dear Sharks, your questions.
Well, I mean, I guess it's such a crowded and noisy market. How are you going to acquire your customers at a reasonable cost?
Mainly what I'm doing now, I look up fashion brands, I Google them, and I put them on a sales pipeline. I'm doing the sales, and I start emailing them. I started doing that 2 days ago. Mainly is track the executives who are the shot callers in these companies and talk to them. Mainly the pitch is very simple. It's reducing costs and delivering custom results to each brand. So it's like just reaching out and asking for a sale. So yeah.
Okay, okay, so you're only 2 days into it. So how's it going?
I actually reached out to metaverse games so far, which are very big. I reached out to Decentraland, some digital fashion brands like DressX, the Dematerialized, like 4 or 5 brands. But what I figured out, I have to target less smaller brands with executive teams or like 5 to 10 people. These brands make like 20, 30,000 a month. So my product can fit them very easily and I can acquire customers in that department. The way I'm going after these brands is mainly looking up on marketplaces. So for example, Farfetch has thousands of brands listed up. So all I can do is basically look into what brands they have and start reaching out to them and emailing them to get a deal, either an LOI or a pre-sale for our future launch. So it's that simple. Yeah. For B2B integration, same process, but the sales cycle would be longer. The product has to be more mature. We're MVP stage, so our product is not there yet. Like we generate results still, but the quality of imagery we're generating isn't there yet. So that's why I'm going for LOIs and pre-sales.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there any sharks in or out? Okay, thank you so much, Shark.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that. The next person to present is Bronislav. Bronislav, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Bronislav, and I'm a founder of Amaday, which is a music talent incubator. As we grow, fund, distribute, and promote musicians. The problem is, though, is that over 9 million of musicians, they want to become popular and earn money with their music, which is obvious, but only few of them can really make it. And there are two main reasons of this. The first one is a very tough competition in the music industry among the artists, as over 200,000 new tracks uploaded to all streaming platforms per one day, for 24 hours. And the second reason is lack of experience in music marketing and promotion. We provide musicians a quick and professional start into the music industry. We do music distribution, we promote music, we save and receive their royalties, we find collaborations with other artists and improve their sound online. How it looks like in the eyes of our customer. Musicians, they register on our platform, we deliver and promote music to all streaming platforms, and after that, musicians can see profit from streams and downloads, and they can transfer this profit to their banking accounts or to their PayPal account. And this is all in one place with the help of our platform. The business model is very simple and very attractive, as we are receiving money from both sides. From one hand, we are receiving money from music labels and the artists. They are paying us for our services for music distribution and music promotion. And on the other hand, we are receiving money from all digital streaming platforms like Apple Music, Google Play, TikTok, Spotify, and lots of more. They are paying us royalties automatically on a monthly basis. Our target clients are musicians and music labels. We are a very dynamic company. We are growing by 30% in sales in month over month. And we started our sales in the US market 13 months ago from $2,000 per month. And currently we are selling for $74,000 per month. But which is more, our main achievement is our retention rate, which is 82% for 27 months period measured, which obviously shows us that our customers, they do love us. So I'm wrapping up. We have achieved top 5 in ranking, top 5 and top 1 is most promising music startups in the US and Florida. We grew by 233% in sales compared to the last year. And we are asking for 1.5 million to improve our UX, to strengthen our product team, and for aggressive marketing campaign in the US market. Thank you.
Thank you. Dear Sharks, your questions.
Very, very impressive traction so far. If I heard you correctly, you're about to do $1 million in ARR, if I'm not mistaken.
No, less than $1 million currently, because last month we closed with $74,000.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, very interesting.
Are there any sharks interested to connect? Questions?
Yeah, I think I might be interested in learning a little bit more about this.
Congrats, one shark is in. Great. What about the rest? Okay. Right. Thank you so much. We're moving on. Great presentation, great traction. And please support other founders. We will connect you with Jake. And the next person to present is Leonti. Leonti, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, my name is Leonti. I'm co-founder of Simplim. We are building SaaS with proprietary AI that helps to close more deals via B2B video calls by optimizing behavior and building rapport with clients. Our customers qualify leads 3x faster with 90% accuracy and closed 27 more deals via video calls. We supply our customers our solution as a platform and API. Customers should connect their video meeting app and CRM with our software, and then we grab automatically all video calls from the apps, analyze their visual, audio, voice, and text interactions, and identify red flags and opportunities in audience behavior, qualify meeting, and provide insights and recommendations on how to convert meeting to the deal. We have usage-based subscription license business model and distribute our products via direct sales, resellers, and sales partners. We picked up the idea in 2021, built, test that technology, and inferred our AI algorithms in 2022, and started distributed our technology as a product in 2023. And right now we have two B2B customers with 200,000 contract values signed through resellers and sales partner from Salesforce. And in our pipeline right now, 130 B2B companies with an estimated contract value or ARR, $3 million in the next 9 months. Now we are raising $2 million for scaling our sales organization and IT infrastructure. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Sharks. Do you have questions?
Yeah, this seems like an obvious opportunity now that we've got the tools to do this kind of, sort of voice analysis and video analysis. And there have been a bunch of companies now that have launched on this. So all of a sudden, there are a lot of companies that are doing this sales call analytics, tool stuff, right? And so that's making it tough for you, I guess. But tell us a little bit more about your sort of, how do you, first of all, the sales cycle's got to be really painful, it sounds like. But, you're going out there and most of your target customers have heard about a lot of alternative technologies like this. How do you differentiate yourself? How do you accelerate your sales cycle so that, you can win more customers faster?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I can answer this in 2 steps. First step about our technology. So first of all, we have our own AI models. So we have like scientific lab and scientists who develop their own visual. So we analyze emotion, attention, gestures. Moreover, we analyze, they are all our AI models. And then we build correlations between video part, audio part, text part, and the results. So we can predict very accurately than others because our AI models build correlations between historically meetings. So in general, how we accelerate our sales. So we have the first one, we have a discovery call, and then we have a demo call where we will provide all insights and recommendations based on this fact and based on these meetings. And we show how accurate our models works for our customers. And in demo call, we have very great conversion, approximately 70% from demo call to negotiation, because we show them how it works based on discovery call with our customer.
You have good case study. So you've got real case study data, and and you did mention at the front end of your pitch, you ran through, I didn't quite pick it up, but what proven results do you deliver when you're pitching to customers? How do you
So
measure?
in general, yes, in a demo call, we will deliver two different things. So first of all, we will show them qualifying level which we explain which level we identified they're interested or not. And moreover, we will show them red flags. For example, we can show them specific moment, for example, 10 seconds specific moment where they misunderstand us or mismatch with us and explain why it works, and we see in our own platform. And then we show them that in this, for example, specific moment when we talk about the specific area or maybe direction how to use our solution or etc. We show them like, here is opportunity. And moreover, we can show our customers results. So our results based on our review scores, because with all our customers, because of the fact we signed 1 year contract only. And so based on this fact, we have a customer success, and every time we call with our customers, and we have some specific results from our current customers.
Okay, Danil, here's the opportunity here. Okay. So you should use Simpline. So Leonti should do a pilot with you for the Shark Tank to give every entrepreneur feedback on the judge's facial expressions and whatever attitudes, right? This is what you can offer, right, Leonti? So every single entrepreneur.
Yes.
So we're a little hesitant maybe to fully disclose our reactions on the panel, but Leonti can give every entrepreneur detailed information on how we're reacting as we listen to their pitch. Right, Leonti?
Yes, absolutely. And moreover, we use for our fundraising our solution. We use for in investors call.
Sure. Okay, perfect. Okay, Danil. So Leonti, work with Danil to get this rigged for the next Shark Tank. Okay.
Fantastic.
Danil, meanwhile, Danil, have you noticed that we're in well over an hour and a half and we have not had a single female entrepreneur?
That's a good point. I was looking for females, and I actually, if we have any females who are willing to pitch, please shout out.
It looks like you got plenty. I don't understand what's going on here.
Actually, MC Force Field. Okay, thank you, Leonti. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Moving on, and the next person is MC Force Field, and then the other person. MC, are you ready?
Yes. Hi, everybody.
All right, you got 2 minutes.
Okay, great. So I'm MC Spano. I'm a serial entrepreneur and exited founder. I've always had the gift of seeing trends before they come about. The business I'm working on now, Force Field, with Matthew Lim, who's a former engineer at NSA, we are working on products to address the verification and validation of streaming videos, any type of large language model data that's used, and also photos and audio clips. We're looking to fight fraud and fight deep fakes. And so our product has been in development since 2021. We went through the MIT incubator at the Solve Lab, and we're already VC backed. Our technology is 30% built. We have 2 LOIs, and currently are raising $2 million to fight the $350 billion fraud problem in the insurance market. So I'm here today to see if there's any feedback and also any interested investors. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the Sharks?
So you have VC backing. Do you have revenue? You said you're 30% done. It sounds like you've done some trial work. Where are you exactly in terms of revenue generation and customers?
Yep. So we're pre-product, but we have an LOI to start development in September for a launch in December. We do have some revenue in. It's under 5,000, but we anticipate the LOI that we have in hand to be a $350,000 ARR.
Okay, but you must have some lab proof, right? For some, have you done any POCs for potential customers to demonstrate your ability to identify deep fakes?
Well, we don't identify deep fakes. What we do is we verify the device and we lock away the metadata. Think of it like a digital black box. And so we're able to tell if there are any discrepancies, such as malfeasance, disappearance of data, something that was there, wasn't there, also timeliness. So we do have a patent that's pending. Our digital process of forensics is a combination of procedures and certifications that have already been, certified and forensically approved, whether it's with NIST or the internet standards. So we are looking to get ahead of the policy and regulation right now around content metadata verification.
Okay. I guess I misunderstood. I thought part of what you were doing was identifying, deep fakes, but you're fraud, not fakes, right? That's what you're saying.
That's an interesting designation. The tools that identify deep fakes are needed. They're done post-capture, right? They're done when something is submitted or looked at. We get there ahead of time, right? So think of us like an insurance policy or a black box of what was going on at the time of the incident. We're able to lock away that metadata, and we can say this footage is missing, X amount of minutes. What happened to it? Or this is looking different because of this metadata not matching. So it's really for transparency and to identify any insider threats, but also national threats now with, a lot of what's going on with Homeland Security. So we have ties in both the B2G and B2B arenas. Right now, we're just looking for strategic investors to help us get more, corporate attention from like Fortune 300 enterprise.
Okay.
Can you elaborate more on the beachhead currently for this product and how you're approaching getting buy-in from them?
Yeah, sure. So it's insurance fraud. So a lot of home property claims or auto claims, whether it's the fraud ring or a user not being honest, they'll submit fortified evidence, or now with AI deep fakes. So we're looking to just layer in as a check mark and say this is verified or not verified as soon as it gets across to the claims examiner. We would basically be an API or an SDK within the insurance app itself.
Can you talk more about your current raise? So you're raising $2 million. What are the terms for this round, and have you guys received financing prior?
Yeah, so we have received financing prior with White Glove VC. I can talk offline. Also a celebrity and about 10 angel investors. That was a $200,000 round. It was small. Now we're raising the $2 million at a $9 million valuation, and we have a safe note that we've been raising.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any sharks interested to connect? Are you guys in out?
I'm interested in connecting after. Thank you.
Congrats, one shark is interested. All right, thank you. Moving on, and the next person, you have another female female founder to present. If we have more females, please shout out in the chat so we'll see you, and the rest I'll go one by one. Christina Bjornstorm, you ready? Christina?
I'm
Christina?
guessing you're on mute, Christina. Is that what's going on? We see her, we don't hear her.
Okay, Christina, if you're not, all right, so we'll let you speak next one. The next person would present Soren. Soren, you ready?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You got to me.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks a lot. My name is Soren. I'm the founder of Open Auto. We are the DoorDash of auto repair. We have realized that there's a lot of cumbersome issues in regards of dealing with auto repairs, and a lot of people don't want to take their car to a mechanic. Sometimes they don't even have a mechanic in the first place. We pick up the car from you. We take it to a shop that we have vetted on our network. We do the service, which you could track in real time, and then we'll bring the car back to you. Currently, we are post MVP. During our MVP, we generated 117,000 US, and we were able to get a lot of feedback. That was during the 9-week MVP. Currently, we are in a controlled pilot, generating about $24,000 US per month. We are learning in regards of what people prefer and why people choose us. And we've primarily understood that there's 3 components that people really like. which is the convenience, the quality, and the transparency that we can provide. That's really what we do. We are building an ecosystem for the auto industry as well as the auto repair industry. And we realize that this is an under-innovated market, which we pose ourselves to be the innovators. I'm open for questions and to answer.
Thank you so much. Right on time. Dear Sharks, your questions.
So Soren, have been some other people who have tried this. I don't know that anybody has succeeded yet. Maybe, I mean, so I'm sure you've been surveying the landscape. Who, the other guys that have tried this, what happened to them?
There's few companies that I've actually looked into. For example, the Service Up in San Francisco, they have raised about $10 million. And from what I have noted, from what I have been following up, they have not perfected how their go-to-market strategy is going to look like. If you do some further research about their advertisement campaigns, they are not hitting the need that people are actually looking for. There's another company in India that was called Go Mechanic. They used to own the repair shops instead of partnering up with these shops, which capped their scalability. Yeah. So what we do is we work with pre-existing shops. We vet them for quality to ensure the quality across the platform. We currently have 18 shops. We had 8 shops actually when I presented a few weeks ago. And the shops like it because they can compete on a city level rather than just servicing their neighborhood, which is why people choose a nearby shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a domain that we, as I mentioned before, we have an interest in the auto world broadly defined, and so I would be interested in seeing a little bit more. So that'd be great.
Yeah.
One Shark is in. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Just for the terms of the investment, we're currently raising 1.5 million US. For the Canadian VC on the board, we are actually out of Vancouver and we are servicing 3 cities here.
Okay, thank you. What about the rest of the Sharks? Are you guys in or out? Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
We're moving on to the next.
Katie did not take the bait. Okay.
Yeah, moving on to the next person, and let's take Steph Peng. Steph, you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me here today.
All right, you got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Awesome. So I'm here to introduce to you RedBloom, the revolutionary solution for spice lovers and those suffering from gastrointestinal issues. Did you know that 3 out of 4 people experience GI after eating spicy food? This journey begins with a seemingly bearable discomfort, but it can gradually transform into a daunting reality of never being able to eat spicy food again. Irritable bowel syndrome affects a whopping 15% of the population, with most individuals encountering their first symptoms before reaching the age of 40. To put this into perspective, this segment is 15 times larger than the entire vegan population. And despite this prevalence, there isn't a single product that genuinely caters to their needs, leaving them with no option but to settle for bland and flavorless meals. And that's where RedBloom comes in. We are proud to introduce the world's first shitless hot sauce. Developed by experts in molecular gastronomy, our Michelin-crafted chili crisp is scientifically proven not to give you the shits. Say goodbye to stomach aches, heartburn, breakouts, and those pesky burning shits. We achieved this by microencapsulating oleic acid to prevent the neurotoxins in chili peppers from inflaming your gut. We leverage AI to analyze molecular data and the best recipes from around the world to engineer the best hot sauce that anyone can enjoy. But what if I don't eat spicy food? Well, maybe it's time you start. Recent research from Harvard revealed that regularly consuming spicy food increases your chances of longevity by 14% while reducing the risk of cancer. In today's world where chronic illness and the impact of COVID-19 are prevalent, longevity has become the most desired product in the world. Just look at where all the billionaires are throwing their money. At RedBloom, we believe that shitlessness is the key to unlocking longevity and invite you to help us in building the shitless empire. Thank you.
Thank you. Right on time. Maybe we can let more people to present. So yeah, dear Sharks, your questions?
Well, just I'm not sure that positioning is exactly right, but I'll let other people chime in on that. Okay.
Well, you certainly got my attention. Where are you at in the development of this process?
So we're post R&D and post revenue right now.
Okay, what are you doing in revenue?
So right now in revenue, we are doing roughly anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 a month, depending on how much we're dumping in advertising.
Nice. And you're going direct to market? You're going through grocery stores? How are you selling it?
We do D2C and we do that strategically.
Got it. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Any Sharks interested to connect? Okay, thank you. So appreciate that. Stay till the end. We have a lot of hands to pitch today, and we have just 10 minutes. Probably that might be the final pitch for today. We'll see. Christina Bjornstorm, are you ready to pitch?
Yes. Hi. Sorry for earlier. So my name is Christina Bjornstrom. I'm the co-founder and CEO. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Co-founder and CEO of NeuRoot. What we have is called neuromimicking intelligence. So we achieve the promises and goals of today's AI, but a lot of people don't know that today's AI is largely inefficient. You have to contend with something called the black box. You have to spend roughly 60 to 80% of your time, energy, and resources doing something called data wrangling, data labeling, data cleaning, etc. Our approach is a physics and math equation-based model where we don't have to clean or label or do anything to our data beforehand. And through working with our model, we put together a model that should be or is inherently infinitely scalable. This is something we've been working on for the last 6 years. Where Harvard spin out. This is based on technology and inventions developed by our core technical founder, Professor Shiki Mekawi, who's a professor in physics and radiology at Harvard Medical School. And what we have seen is we're able to identify tumors earlier with greater precision. We had a 17-year-old intern work with our platform, and she beat Shazam, or we beat Shazam, I'd say roughly 200% faster, more accurate. We would stand to speed up the drug discovery process by 5 to 10 years using our model. And why, if someone were to ask, why would this matter? This matters because data wrangling is extremely expensive. Today's AI is not explainable. It's not efficient. It's terrible for the environment as well. Carbon emissions associated with AI have already surpassed the airline industry. So this is something that we're tackling. I've been super dedicated to. And on the business front, we raised a 1.35 million round of funding last year on a post-money valuation of $20 million. We're currently raising $3 million on a $40 million post-money valuation.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Questions?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, so you bounced around a little bit there, and so I get the data wrangling. So are you saying that you guys figured out how to train an AI to identify tumors without labeling images? Is that what?
Yes. Yes. I mean, the reason why we worked with medical imaging is just because that's the background of some of the team, or I would say most members of the team. But we're able to handle any type of data and any combination at any stage in the pipeline and in real time and in streaming, which isn't the case today. And we've built a platform completely from scratch, line by line, 100% proprietary, that's Mac, Windows, Ubuntu compatible, can run on an iPhone, on an Android, on a tablet, on a laptop, on a desktop, without using these massive clusters that everybody, like today it's a flex when CVS says, hey, we've launched this massive data center with tens of thousands of servers and GPUs. That's seen as a flex today, which costs them billions and billions of dollars. It costs OpenAI $4 million a day to run. Another thing I wanted to mention is when OpenAI has to run something called a training pass, they spend anywhere from $3 to $12 million per training pass. In our case, we only need to run one training pass when they need to run 50.
Okay. I mean, it's really interesting if what you're saying is true. I feel as though I got to be missing something, but I'd be interested in finding. I would definitely be interested in finding out more.
Right. Congratulations. One shark is in. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, likewise. I think that I'd love to learn a little bit more about the technology and your use cases. I'd love to kind of like zero in on like, what your go-to-market strategy actually is. But if I heard you correctly, the round you're raising right now, it's on a 40 million post-money valuation.
Yes.
So do you have revenues right now?
We're in the middle of signing some contracts. I mean, what we've built is kind of, we've accelerated what otherwise would have taken a couple decades to put together. But we have contracts coming in with a betting company as well as a money markets trading company. Those in the medical imaging space are very interested in working with us as well. So yeah, initially what we're looking to do is license off some of our capabilities and bring in some contracts, but we do also have a SaaS-based down the line subscription-based model, because what we have is also drag drop system. That's when people say low code, no code, like we really mean it. Despite ML AI being a field that's very difficult, or currently at least, in both intellectually and financially inaccessible.
Remind me, what's the name of the company?
New Root.
New Root. Thank you.
That's it for the first time.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is any other sharks interested to connect? Okay. Thank you so much for the presentation, and it seems like we are all set, and this was the final pitch for today. We have 4 minutes before the event is over. I know there were a lot of hands, and there was, so much demand today to pitch. I am very sorry that you cannot all pitch, because, time is limited. But at GGW World, we make sure that everyone get a chance to pitch, so you will have the priority to pitch next event. So make sure to register. I just posted the link for 15th and 22nd, and you will have the priority to pitch. Just make sure that the 22nd, June 22nd, is the LGBTQ event for LGBTQ founders and investors. So if you are in that group, of course, you'll be the first to pitch, just because it's for the cause. Now, it's time to wrap it up, and I will let investors to wrap this event today. Please exchange the contacts, and of course, please give us your feedback. You will receive an email right now, and also post the link here in the chat. Those who want to have the priority to pitch every event, other events, just make sure you subscribe to our platform, and you will have the priority. And yes, this is not easy to pitch. 2 minutes sometimes not enough. But we posted on our YouTube channel how to make a good elevator pitch within 2 minutes. So there is a 6-minute video with an example where I try to pitch for you, so you can challenge me. And some founders have told me that it helped them. So hopefully it will help you. That's probably it on my end. Thank you, dear investors, for participating. I will let you close this session today. So let's start with Angelica and go one by one.
So another good session. Thank you, Danil, for putting it together. I do think that this platform is very valuable. I do think that every question we as judges ask is trying to bring you to a better awareness of your stage of development and your investability. So please do understand that we're doing it with good intentions, even when we're asking tough questions. I want to thank also my fellow panel judges, and it's an honor to be present with all of you. Do follow the rules. I look forward to the next pitching event, and thank you everybody for sharing your wonderful stories with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angelica, for being with us and for the feedback. Jake, your turn.
Yeah, founders, great job. It is hard to pitch your entire business within 2 minutes. I want to give a shout out to one of the founders, Josh Langer. I think he did probably the crispest, most concise pitch. So if you guys want to go back, watch his pitch, it nailed. I have a list of questions here that I ask founders, if they don't already answer them during the pitch. He nailed nearly all of them, which tells me that he knows exactly what it is that we're going to ask. So my recommendation, go back, look at that pitch. It was nice, clear, concise. But nonetheless, everyone did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for coming, and look forward to see you on our next pitch events. Bill, your turn.
Sure. Yeah, and I do want to compliment the entrepreneurs and you, Danil, that it does seem to every week it seems to be getting better and better. So I mean that's good. Love working with you guys, fellow panelists. Always fun. I hope the entrepreneurs, as Angelica was pointing out, appreciate that it is tough love. I'm hoping when we get a little sharp, we get a little pointed. We're just trying to bring out the best in you. One comment, just for entrepreneurs in general. Sometimes, if just a little bit of practice in advance would do a world of good for you. And by that, what I mean is, don't practice, just in the privacy of your home, wherever. Find someone who will listen to you and give you feedback. I mean, I guarantee you that anybody you do your 2-minute pitch with is going to give you helpful feedback in terms of clarity and impact. So please, before you come here and show up and sign up, you're going to get way further if you get 2 or 3 fresh brains to listen to you try to do your 2 minutes. They're going to give you good feedback that is going to help you make this, clearer and more compelling. And then a last quick comment. I know why everyone does this. So many of you script your 2 minutes and read your script. And I don't know, for me, I don't know if it's true for every judge, every VC, but when you read a script, it's so much harder to get a sense of you. It's even harder to hear when you read a script. You may think it's clearer, but try to avoid reading a script or memorizing a script. And try to be as conversational as you can be while getting across your points. And I think it'll connect with us a little bit better. But thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill, for your words and participation. And the final investor judge will close the session before me, Katie, you. So your final words of wisdom, recommendations for the founders.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Daniel, first of all, for putting this all together. Thank you, everyone who attended the session. It's my pleasure to be amongst this really talented group. So feedback-wise, I think we've had some really innovative solutions today. At Ripple, we always try to push founders into thinking more about kind of the validation piece, given I think that most of the companies today have been very early, pre-seed kind of stages, even pre-revenue and pre-product. And so I think instead of maybe spending a lot of time on building the product itself, I think really getting back to the root of the problem and understanding what the most need and the most pressing, the most pressing problem that your customers are facing today would help you save a lot of time down the road, and to really pinpoint 1 to 3 hypotheses that you're trying to test for, and to be able to meaningfully communicate that to investors makes a huge difference in the way you pitch, and it also just gives us a lot more confidence in your ability to articulate the companies that you're building. So would love to have more founders kind of share more about their problem discovery and validation process, as that's something at Ripple, at least we're very product focused on. But great job, everyone, for the confidence and the courage to come pitch. It's not easy. And yeah, really excited to be continuing involvement with this organization.
Thank you so much. We hope to see you again, Katie. And seems like we nailed it together, guys. We have a lot of connections today. We had about 15 pitches today, and many of you guys connection with investors. And you can continue matching, connecting with investors already on our platform. Some of them already there, and you will be able to continue the conversation already now with some of the investors potentially. Just register on the link I just posted, and of course, if you are registered on our app for the next events, you will be pitching among the first with the priority. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to see you next week, and have a great rest of the days. Dear judges, I really admire your feedback and all the time you spent with us. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great the rest of the day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.